Hello everyone!
In this video, I'm going to show you the new game I'm currently working on. If you have been following my videos regularly, you will know I have been working on a game with idli and chutney. The sad news is I can't continue that game right now. But don't worry, in its place, I had cooked up something fun, a brand new game featuring onion.
Yeah, boy.
You might be thinking, this guy keeps saying he is making new games but hasn't even finished one properly to show. And honestly, you're not wrong. The truth is, with office work, I just haven't been able to focus fully on my game projects. So, here I am patching things up with random excuses. This game, I will definitely finish it, that's a promise. And while I was thinking about what kind of game to make next, I came across a free Unity 2D game course on Udemy by Alex Dev. So I decided to dive in and build something fresh from that. The reason I'm even making this video right now is all thanks to Alex Dev. On October 1, which is my birthday, I began following that course and started building my new game. My goal with this project was simple, just copy whatever was in the course and finish the game. First, I set up the basics. Using default shapes, I created the player and the ground and got the player running here and there. Then, I grabbed the sprite from the asset package, which was shared in the course, and set up the player animation. Once the player animation was ready, I added a handgun that follows the cursor. In the course, the handgun firing animation was different, but that felt simple, so I mixed up the available sprites together into a custom mashup animation.
I mean, it's alright,
Finally, I set up shooting mechanics. Bullets fire when you click and targets appear to shoot at. That wrapped up my day 1 progress. Following the course, I set up targets that fall down from top. Of course, to shoot properly, the player needs a platform to stand on. Using tile map and tile sets, I designed the game level. Finally, I added a game UI showing the player's score, bullets, and a timer. And with that, my day 2 progress was complete. In the course, the rule was simple. If the player falls into the pit, it's game over. But I wasn't satisfied with that, so I added my own conditions. I introduced player lives. I set a requirement for how many objects needs to be shot, and finally, I added a countdown timer. So now, the game ends in 3 different ways. If time runs out, if the player doesn't shoot enough targets, or if the player falls down. On the other hand, if the player shoots the required number of targets, they win the game. That wrapped up my 3rd day progress. I thought my game was complete, but nope. In the course preview, Alex had shown some minigame features, and I assumed he would cover them in detail, but he skipped those parts, saying there wasn't enough time. Honestly, I felt a bit disappointed. So I decided to add those features myself.
I'll do it myself.
What?